Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to driving school tutorial. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Sister Chichi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Bolanle. Good afternoon, Mr. Evidence. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. You are welcome to driving school tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time, my name is Frank. So we are here today to answer some questions together. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know at the comment section that you can hear me before we can proceed. Otherwise, I cannot proceed without you hearing me. Good afternoon, Sister Rosemary. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Please just let me know at the comment section if you can hear me. If you know you can hear me, please let me know at the comment section before we proceed. Okay, Sister Rosemary said loud and clear. Thank you, Sister Rosemary. Okay, Sister Chichi said, yes, sir. Very good. So I think with that, we can proceed because if you can hear me, it's fine. There is no time to waste. So once again, my name is Frank. If you are meeting me for the first time, we are here to answer some questions together regarding the Patente B quiz, question and answers, the road signs and everything. So as usual, I will display the questions. If you know them or if you think you know them, just drop the answer, at the comment section. Should in case you don't know the answer, but don't worry, I will still do the explanation. So permit me to share my screen with you as we proceed. And please do me a favor by sharing this video with your friends. You invite them to join. I believe they will also appreciate you for doing so, and also I appreciate you as well. So our first question today is this question that we are having before us here, which says, è consentito attraversare l'incrocio in figura secondo l'ordine I veicolo C dopo I veicolo L, ma prima del veicolo H. So what is our response to this question that we are having before us? Question number one. Good afternoon, Mr. Jackson. So what's our response to this question number one? Is it vero or is falso? Don't forget, on your exam day, you don't have much time, to respond to question. It's just something. You're having 30 questions to answer under 20 minutes. So you need to learn how to be fast. We have falso from Mr. Jackson. We have falso, okay, from Mr. Monday. We have vero from Sister Chichi, okay. Good afternoon, Sister Edith. Okay, very good. No time to waste. Now, we're having few responses, but however, let's do the explanation. For example, what the question is saying is this. It said, in this kind of, intersection that is allowed the passage of this vehicle in the order, for example, C, but after the passage of L, but before the passage of H. So they just try to twist it up, upside down, or turn it upside down. But however, you see, we have it here. So, like for example, this is what we have, you understand? In this case, vehicle L will be the first to leave. Now, after vehicle L, you see it here, you see L left the intersection. You have L here, it was here before. Now, after L, you see the next one to leave is C. Now, C left, then the next one is H. Then the order of passage, we are going to have it as LCH. And now, what is the question saying? The question is saying that in this kind of intersection, does vehicle C will be the one to leave, but that is after vehicle L has left the intersection and also before vehicle H will leave the intersection, which is true because at the end of the day, the vehicle C, because where some people get this question wrong, because you hear this vehicle C first, you think maybe they are telling you vehicle C is the first to leave. No, they are telling you that vehicle C is leaving this junction, but after it must have given right of way to vehicle L. Then before vehicle H will now pass the junction. And that is what we just have here, because at the end of the day, the order of passage will be LCH. So the answer is vero. È consentito attraversare l'incrocio in figura secondo l'ordine il veicolo C dopo il veicolo L, ma prima del veicolo H. So the answer is vero. Please don't forget, if you don't understand anything, you are free to ask question. You are free to ask question because that is why we are here. Okay, I understand that, Mr. Jackson. So, okay, very good. Let's proceed to the next one, which says, il pannello raffigurato va messo anche di lato quando il carico sporge oltre la larghezza del veicolo. So what is our response to this question? Question number 2, vero or falso? True or false? Please, if there is anything you don't understand, do not hesitate to ask, because we are here for that. Okay, we have vero. We have vero. We have vero. We have vero. We have falso. We have falso. Okay, very good. The question says, il pannello raffigurato va messo anche di lato quando il carico sporge oltre la larghezza del veicolo. Good afternoon, Mr. Patrick. Good afternoon, Mr. Chas. Now, il pannello raffigurato va messo anche di lato quando il carico sporge oltre la larghezza del veicolo. Now, there are things I want us to understand here. What is carico sporgente? 1. La parte lato, you understand? And also larghezza del veicolo. These 3 things I want also to look into it. For example, you see, in every object, you have something like this. Like, for example, we have this car here. You have the height, you have the length, and also you have the width. You understand? Now, this same vehicle here, this is the width, which is the larghezza, while this one is the length, which is the lunghezza. You understand? Then lato, when they refer to lato, they are referring to this side. You understand? That is this side, this side. So what is the question telling us? Let us go back to the question. It says, il pannello raffigurato va messo anche di lato, va messo anche di lato quando il carico sporge oltre la larghezza del veicolo. That is to say, it's telling us that, for example, if you are carrying any load in this vehicle, you understand, maybe you are carrying any load like this, I'm just making an instance, you understand, then that sign that we have there, you have to place it, you know, on this side of the load, which is not true. You understand? It's not correct, because that sign that we have there, that pan we have there, is placed, you know, at the lunghezza. You understand? The parte sporgente, because parte sporgente, like for example, is what we are having here. You understand? This is what they are referring to by that word parte sporgente. You understand? So this is the parte sporgente. And you don't place because the panel is what you are having here. You don't place it maybe because the load is like this, you place it at this side of it. No, you place it at the back of the load, you understand, you know, that is pointed out, you understand? So that is why the answer is FASO. For those of us that are, you know, in our WhatsApp, Zoom meeting, the last time we saw how to calculate, you know, this size, you understand? Because this one, you can't just you can't just carry any load, you know, on top of your car, you understand? There are some lengths, some measurement that you need to respect, you understand? So, but we can't do that today because I think we did that, you understand? So, in case you have questions regarding that, those of us who maybe were, you know, present, if you still don't understand anything, you know, something in that regard, please do not forget to ask your question, because if you don't understand it, you will come across it one day where you have nobody to ask questions. So that is why you need to know it before then. So we said question number 2 is FASO. While question number 3 says, sulle carreggiate, sulle rampe e sugli svincoli di autostrada e strada extraurbana principali, il conducente può procedere in senso contrario al normale flusso di traffico per brevi tratti. What is our response? Good afternoon, Sister Lovett. Good afternoon, Sister Queen. Okay, we have FASO. We have FASO. Good afternoon, Mr. Roland. Good afternoon. We have FASO. Ok. Sulle carreggiate, sulle rampe e sugli svincoli di autostrada. Sometimes I think if you don't know any question, it's better you just, I think it's advisable for you to tell me you don't know it. Just leave your comment at the, just say I don't know it, you understand? I think it will also help me, you understand? Or you just try to respond, because like I told us the other time, you know, on your exam day, don't leave any question because you don't know that question, you understand? Because just try your luck, you understand? Because this is the questions, they are objective, you understand? So try your luck, just say vero or falso, you understand? Maybe without, you understand? At the end of the day, let's see what will happen. This one, I'm referring to your day of exam. On your day of exam, don't leave any question blank, you understand? Whether you know it, you don't know it, try to answer anything. It's just for you to either mark Vero or mark Faso, which is very important. So why do you have to do that? Because if you choose any question, at least you still have, let me say 10, 15 or % to get that question right. You understand? If you are lucky, you can get it right, not even knowing why you get it right. You understand? But if you just leave it blank, definitely they are going to mark you wrong. You understand? So that is it. 100% you get it wrong. But if you at least choose any one of your choice, you have 10, 15, 20% to get it right. You understand? Because depending on how lucky you are regarding that question. So that is why I advise that, and not that, that advice is from quiz. That is just my own personal advice anyway. So the question says, sulla carreggiata, sulle rampe e sugli svincoli di autostrada e strada extraurbana principale, il conducente può procedere in senso contrario al normale flusso the traffic per brevi tratti. Now, we need to listen very carefully here. We need to listen very carefully here. Now, let us at first understand what is carreggiata, because the question is telling us that on the carriageway, on the ramp, on the, interchange of this autostrada and also strada extraurbana principale, that you can drive opposite direction for very short distance. Now we need to first understand what is carreggiata, what is a ramp, and also what is interchange. This is svincoli. You understand? So this is an example of autostrada with 3 lanes and 2 carriageways. Now, here we have one carriageway from here to here. We have one carriageway. So that question is referring to here, 1. Then the next one that is referring to is this place. You understand? This is ramp, those places that help you to channel to another autostrada. You understand? For example, you want to move from autostrada A13 to A14, so you are not going to exit autostrada to take another road, and so there is a way to channel it. All this channeling is called ramp. You understand? So, ramp. They call it ramp in English. It's ramp. You understand? So then this ramp here, what they are telling us, this is one of the this thing that they are referring to. We have one here. Then we have svincoli, you understand, which is interchange. You understand? This svincoli here, it helps you to change. For example, you want to move from this autostrada to the other autostrada. Instead of going to Milano, you decide you are going to Como or Chiasso. You understand? You see interchange. If you want to go to Como or Chiasso, you take this one. If you want to go to Milan or Milano, you take this one. You understand? You see the interchange. So this one is called svincoli. You understand? Because this word svincoli here, remember, svincoli also means free. You understand? Because if you want to free yourself from this road, you use this place. If you want to free yourself from this, so that is why you see that word here, there, svincolo. Now, this place is another place they are referring to. So, but another thing that I forgot to tell us is this word they use here, normale flusso de traffico. Now, this normale flusso de traffico, what are they referring to? For example, this one is also, svincolo here, you understand? But please, at the comment section, tell as in, just write the name of this type of road at the comment section as we, proceed with the explanation. The name of this type of road, please. The name of this type of road and the maximum speed you can drive here. Speed limit. Generally, I'm not referring to, or let's do it like this. Both neo patentati and also generally, the maximum speed you can drive here. Okay, it seems we can't remember the name of the autostrada, this kind of road. Well, no problem. Or let's say we are typing. Let's be patient, because I want us to give a try so that the type of road. Understand my question, the type of road. The type of road. Okay, I think we can proceed. Now, okay. Okay. Okay, very good. We have a strada extraurbana, and we have a superstrada 110. Yes, that is correct. It's correct, but not all correct. Now, and also we have a extraurbana principale, very correct. Extraurbana principale, but the 130 is not correct. We have strada extraurbana principale 110. That one is correct. Strada extraurbana 110 is correct, but not precise. You understand? Okay. The type of road I'm talking about, speed limit 80, 120 extraurbana. No, that is not correct. For that speed limit here, okay, I think style it. Okay, that you just corrected yourself. Very good. Here, this type of road, whenever you see this sign, bear it in mind that it's telling you that this is the beginning of strada extraurbana principale. Not just, yes, it's strada extraurbana. You understand? It's strada extraurbana, but this is principale, which tells you that you are having a road with independent carriageway. You understand? So, and the maximum speed you can drive here generally is 110 kilometers per hour. Then for neo patentati is 90 kilometers per hour. You understand? So next time I will still ask this thing, please don't forget it. This is strada extraurbana principale. When you have this background, green is called autostrada. Like our sister said, superstrada. Yes, superstrada is the name you find, can I call it common name? You understand? It is not a name used by quiz. You understand? Like, it's just like, this carta di circolazione, the one you see people calling it libretto, you understand? But quiz can never call it libretto, you understand? It's called carta di circolazione. The same thing here, quiz can never call this one superstrada. The word they normally use is strada extraurbana principale, you understand? So take note of that one. The maximum speed is 110 kilometers per hour. Generally, while for neo patentati is 90 kilometers per hour. So that is it. So here, what we still have here is Zvincoli and also, whether for strada extraurbana principale or strada extraurbana secundaria, the question is telling us that you can drive because, like I was explaining, the flusso della circolazione, let's go back to take note of that again, because this is what we want to figure out. Normale flusso de traffico, that is the normal flow of circulation or of the traffic, you understand? Now, in this type of road, you see, I try to indicate this green arrow to show you the normal flow of circulation or of traffic here. I believe even without the arrow, you can see it already that vehicles that are coming from this way, they are heading towards this direction. Vehicles that are going, this way, they are heading to. So the vehicle coming from an opposite direction is in the other side of the carriageway. You understand? While every vehicle that is in my carriageway, we are heading to one particular direction. You understand? Now, what is the question telling us? The question is telling us that in this type of carriageway, remember, carriageway is one of them. In this type of carriageway, that you are allowed to, to drive, because this is to drive opposite direction according to the flow of traffic is what this red arrow is doing here. So the question is telling us that you can drive at least just short part of the road or stretch of the road. You can drive it, going against the normal way of the normal flow of the traffic, which is not correct. You understand? It's not correct. I don't just want to say it's not correct, but before then, I want us to, look into this codice stradale, as in the sanction that is attached to that kind of action, because in driving there are some. We are not supposed to infringe any of the road code. You understand? But there are some errors you made that are, bigger than others. You understand? So that is why I just want us to look into this one. For example, he said, "Il codice della strada sancisce all'articolo 176,19 che coloro che guidano in contromano in autostrada dovranno pagare una sanzione che va da un minimo di 2.046 euro a un massimo di 8.186 euro, senza la possibilità di procedere con il pagamento ridotto. Di notte, la sanzione aumenta raggiungendo gli 11.000 euro. Oltre il pagamento della sanzione, vi è anche la perdita di 10 punti della patente, la sua revoca e il fermo amministrativo del veicolo per 3 mesi. Now, let us explain this place. What, for example, anybody that engage or involved in that kind of action, what that person can, the kind of penal that person can, or the kind of sanction that person can, can take is what they are just explaining here. For example, what they are telling us here. What is this part telling us? He said, any or those people, for example, who drive the opposite direction of flow in that type of road, autostrada, they will have to pay the minimum of 2,046 euro to the maximum of 8,186 euros without the possibility to ask for, reduction of payment. You understand? So it must be, so the owner of the road can decide to, to give you fine from this amount to this amount. You understand? You can't just decide to say the whole of this one is what is going to give. You understand? Now, And also, they also make us to understand that if this happened during night or at night, maybe after you've taken some, maybe you went to a party, you get yourself drunk, and you maybe said it's just a mistake. It's not the type of mistake that you need to make. That is why you need to listen carefully. Now, if it happened during night hour, it said the sanction will increase, reaching 11,000 euros. You understand? And also, apart from that payment, there will be a sanction like that of loss of points, and the point is 10 points. Now, I want you to, on your own, do the calculation here. They told us that as a neo-patentati, any offense you commit, maybe if that offense, any offense committed by neo-patentati is double. You understand? The penalty is double, for example, or the sanction is double. So in this case now, if, for example, when they want to take the point, I mean, not the sanction, the point. Now, if, for example, they said here is 10 points, they are taking 10 points. And now the person happens to be somebody, neo-patentati, is going to be 10 times 2. And now, how many points do you have in your license? Is 20 points, you understand? For the first years, you understand? So think of that person that just collected his or her license and went ahead to make this kind of, maybe because of he or she is happy, he went to get, because for somebody to be able to do this kind of thing, that person must be maybe under influence of something. So that is why these are things. I know that there are every road code is important. We are not supposed to infringe any one of them, you understand? But you can't use this one to compare. Maybe when you do, for example, somebody park in a place, maybe in front of a dustbin, and maybe they want to take the dustbin, they are not able to take the dustbin, then they will call vigilance to maybe tow that vehicle. So it's this one, just, let's imagine a road like this. You are having somebody that is going in the opposite direction. So is the danger is going to be for so many people, you understand? So that is why, you also need to, on your own, evaluate the weight of that kind of, danger. So it's not something that you can do, not even for an inch, you understand? And also here, apart from that, fine and also deduction of 10 points, they said here, la sua revoca è fermo amministrativa del veicolo per 3 mesi. So the vehicle of this person can be, detained for at least 3 months. You understand? So, and that is why you see sometimes when you want to buy a car, you need to be very careful, because there are some vehicles that are having this issue, fermo amministrativo. You understand? Because when vehicle is under this command, it shows that that vehicle cannot circulate. You understand? So if you want to buy any car, you need to also ask question if that vehicle is under this, facing this fermo amministrativo. You understand? So, fermo amministrativo. So the answer to this question is falso. You cannot, drive opposite direction, not even for an inch. Remember, that is why also U-turn and also reverse is prohibited in autostrada. You understand? So those are places you cannot do something of such. So the answer is falso. Sulle carreggiate, sulle rampe e sugli svincoli di autostrada e strada extraurbana principali, il conducente può procedere in senso contrario al normale flusso del traffico per brevi tratti. Falso. You can't try something of such. So the number 3 question is fast. So while number 4 says, please, if you don't understand anything, don't forget to ask question, because we are here for that. Good afternoon, Sister Esther. Good afternoon, Sister Amaka. Okay. So number 4 said, la patente di guida di categoria B, salvo diverse limitazioni riportate sul documento stesso o salvo allineamento alla data del compleanno dei titolari, ha validità di 3 anni se rilasciato o confermata chi ha un'età compresa fra i 70 e gli 80 anni, vero o falso? Please, as we are still answering the question, we can also share it with our friends. Don't forget to like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. I appreciate you for that. So we have number 1 question. We said Vero, no, sorry, we said Faso here, Faso, okay. Sister Mary, good afternoon. We have a good afternoon, Mr. Victor. We have Faso. Okay, so Faso, okay. Okay, we have Vero, Faso, very good. Now, what is this question telling us? It's la patente di guida di categoria B, salvo diverse limitazioni riportate sul documento stesso o salvo allineamento alla data del compleanno del titolare, a validità di 3 anni se rilasciato o rilasciata o se rilasciata o confermata a chi ha un'età compresa fra i 70 e gli 80 anni. Now, the license, we always say every license is 10 years of validity. Now, the 10 years of validity is for the age, from the age of 18 to 50 years, patent B. You understand? From the age of 18 to 50 years, it has the validity of 10 years. From the age of 50 to 70 years, it has the validity of 5 years. From the age of 70 to 90 years, 70 to 80 years, it has the validity of 3 years. From the age of 80 years and above, it has the validity of 2 years. You understand? Now, what the question is telling us is this, that unless it is reported or indicated in that license, for example, maybe because if you have, I don't know if you have taken note of a carta de identità. I don't know, it might not be everybody, and that is why they wrote it here, salvo, where is it? Salvo diversa limitazioni riportata sul documento stesso. Now, this same thing is applicable to so many of carta de identità. If you look your carta de identità, maybe it might not be everybody because of, like I said, this salvo diversa limitazioni riportate sul documento stesso. You realize that so many of these carta de identità, the expiring date falls under that day of your birthday of that year. So the same thing with this driver's license. For example, your driver's license, if it is 10 years, you understand, maybe they've given it to you and it's 10 years of validity. And the 10 years that this driver's license, we're in 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33. In 2033, the expiring date of that license will fall in that your birthday of that year 2023. You understand? 33, sorry. You understand? So what they are telling us that is that in that Patente B, so for all those people of this age to this age, their license duration is for, is 3 years. And these 3 years, the expiring date, for example, happens in that their birthday, their birth date, you understand? So it will be of the same month and the same day. If you can just do me a favor, check your check your carta de identidad if the expiring date falls maybe in that your birthday. Maybe it might not, because like I said, what they wrote here is they said salvo diversa limitazioni riportata sul documento stesso o salvo allineamento alla data de compleanno del titolare. You understand? This allineamento alla data de compleanno del titolare, that is where you have your document expire, not your permit of stay, your document expire, for example, carta de identidad or this patente. The expiring date will be of that your birth date. You understand? So if, for example, your date of birth is August 15th of August, you see that same 15th of August, that is when your license will expire. So what they are letting us know here is that if you are having that 70 to 80 years of age, bear it in mind that any license given to you have the validity of 3 years. And that 3 years might be aligned with your date of birth, or you will see it that maybe they will indicate it if it's not so. You understand? Okay, so the same thing with your license. By the grace of God, they will give it to you this year, and they will put the expiring date 2033 of your birthday 2023. So I just believe you claim that. So that is why here the answer is vero. The duration of this, the license of these people of this age is 3 years. You understand? So it's 3 years. So the answer is vero. La patente di guida di categoria B, salvo diversas limitazioni riportate sul documento stesso, sul documento stesso, o salvo allineamento alla data del compleanno del titolare a validità di 3 anni, se rilasciata o confermata a chi ha una età compresa fra i 70 e gli 80 anni. The answer is vero. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so that is that number 4 question. Let's move to number 5. Number 5 says, l'uso dell'indicatore di direzione è necessario per segnalare l'intenzione di effettuare una manovra di sorpasso. I don't want to hear anybody get this question wrong. Please, please, please. If you get it wrong, it's not going to be easy for 2 of us. I'm just watching. L'uso dell'indicatore di direzione è necessario per segnalare l'intenzione di effettuare una manovra di sorpasso. Now, I'm referring to people that are, in our WhatsApp group for, this Zoom tutorial. So if you Okay, I'll do that, Sister Rosemary. But answer this one first, because I'm just watching with my 2 eyes. You understand? I don't want any one of us to get this question wrong. Sister Maka, you said you thought it was, no, it's not always for 5 years. I think I will do that explanation again, because our sister Rosemary requested for that. So I'm watching with one of my eyes closed and the other one open to see if there's anybody that will get it wrong. But I think I will come back. Now, she said I should explain again. Now, this is your license. So very soon, your picture will be here. By the grace of God, after you must have written your exam and after you must have passed your exam, the theory and the practical. So they will write your name here. Sorry, your son name here. They write your name here. Write your date of birth here. That's I can say. They will write the date. The date that they gave it to you here, and that this one. Then they will write the expiring date here. You understand? And write the number here, the office that released the license for you, the signature here, and also I think this indirizio residential, no, I think it's not all that you have that one. They write the category, which is going to be P. Now, this expiring date is not the same for everybody, because it varies according to our our age. From 18 to 50 years, it has the validity of 10 years. So when you are now 50 years, then you go and renew it. When you go to renew it, they will give you 5 years, you understand, to come and renew it again, you understand? So when you now, approach 70, you're now 70 to 80 years, you go to renew it again, they'll give you 3 years. Then from 80 years and above, 2 years. You understand? So I don't know if you understand it like that, Sister Rosemary. The license, the validity is not the same generally, you understand? It varies according to our ages, you understand, our age. For example, if you are of, maybe you are having the age of 50 or maybe 55 years, bear it in mind that if they give you your license, it's going to be for 5 years validity, you understand? Then if you're of that 70 years to 80 years, is going to be of 3 years validity. Then if you're having 80 years of age and above, is going to be for 2 years validity. I don't know if you understand it very well. Yes. Sister Rosemary, let me know at the comment section if you understand it very well, otherwise. So that is it. Let's go back to our question. Let's see who is that person that want to okay. Very good. I think you understand it very well. Okay. So this is our question. I wanted to see that person that is planning to overtake without direction indicator. So for example, this question, where is it? Question number 5. Dice, l'uso dell'indicatore di direzione è necessario per segnalare l'intenzione di effettuare una manovra di sorpasso. So, when you want to overtake, you must make sure you signal your intention, by activating the direction indicator, you understand, to be able to communicate to other road users what you are about to do, you understand. It is not something that you are advised to do. It is something that you are obliged to do. It is an obligo, you understand. So before you carry out this overtaking, for example, we have vehicle A and vehicle B. Vehicle A must make sure that it signal, this kind of maneuver or action to other road users, telling them what he or she want to do, you understand? Otherwise, it becomes, wrong, what is doing, you understand? So the answer is vero. You must do that. It is necessary. L'uso dell'indicatore di direzione è necessario per segnalare l'intenzione di effettuare una manovra di sorpasso. The answer is vero. So we have this number 6 question, which happens to be our last question of today, and I will ask you to please read it carefully, because I wouldn't want any one of us to, to get it wrong. Number 6, it says, la striscia bianca continua di mezzo in figura. Sulla strada a doppio senso può trovarsi in vicinanza degli attraversamenti pedonali. Vero o falso? Vero o falso? Number 6, vero o falso? Read it very well. Read it very well. If you get it wrong, you are going to own you. So be careful not to get it wrong. Vero o falso? Vero o falso? Number 6. La striscia bianca continua di mezzo in figura. Sulla strada a doppio senso può trovarsi in vicinanza degli attraversamenti pedonali. Now, I always tell us, sometimes let us learn how to be, taking note of things around. These are things we come across every day. If I'm not mistaken, I believe even some people, some of you are even sitting close to, this kind of question. In that particular place where you are, there is this type of sign there. Maybe from, don't worry, after now, I believe you will just go out and watch out if what I'm going to explain is true, you understand? So that is it. For example, the question said, la striscia bianca continua di mezzo in figura sulla strada a doppio senso può trovarsi in vicinanza degli attraversamenti pedonali. That is to say, la striscia bianca di mezzo that they are referring to is this white line. So what they are telling us is that this line can be located in the next or in the vicinity of pedestrian crossing, you understand? Now, when you want to cross the road, or not when you want to cross the road, because when you want to cross the road, you need to focus, you need to be very careful. Before you cross the road, watch very well how is that place, you understand, constructed. How is the line that you are having on the ground, how is it? Just try to to watch out all these things, these few days. For example, this is the sign that they're talking about, they are referring to this middle line, you understand? And what they are telling us is that if you want to go to get, if you are approaching attraversamento pedonale, that you have this line before, which is true, because this is how attraversamento pedonale, is. You have it here. Now, understand something. Why are they giving me this continuous line before attraversamento pedonale. And also, they told us that this line does not allow you to overtake going above the line, occupying the lane reserved for the opposite direction. So what they are actually telling you is this. In the vicinity of this place, overtaking is prohibited. It's not allowed for you to overtake. You understand? You are going to see this kind of question. Not only, they are not going to refer it to only attraversamento pedonale. They can also, or they might refer it to passaggio, dopo o prima del passaggio a livello, dopo o prima del curva, dopo o prima del ponte. You understand? So these are places that overtaking is dangerous. You understand? So in order to, to prohibit you to carry out that overtaking, they'll continue the line like this. So it means that when you are approaching this place, you cannot overtake this vehicle. You understand? Because if you overtake this vehicle, you are going to, occupy the other lane to be able to do that, which you are not permitted to do. So this line, this continuous line, you can only find this line before attraversamento pedonale. You understand? So it is not after it, because why they said before, because after all, if you are here, you still have the line. But they are telling you, you will see this line before attraversamento pedonale, trying to let you understand that this line is prohibiting you from overtaking. Therefore, when you see this line, bear it in mind that it's either we are having attraversamento pedonale, which is a dangerous point for overtaking, or you are having a corner, sharp corner, which is dangerous for overtaking, or you are having a hill where the visibility is reduced, for, you understand? Or maybe before passaggio a livello. So that is why, the answer is vero. Like I said, you just try, as you go out, try to have a look at any of the attraversamento pedonale, whether you see it like this, you understand? Because this is the line that they are referring to, you understand? You see, in this case now, this vehicle, is stopped to allow these pedestrians to cross the road. I cannot overtake this vehicle because the line does not permit me to do so. I'm at his back. I don't know what is happening, in the front of this vehicle. So, but looking at the line, I'm supposed to understand that, no, I can't overtake this vehicle. Maybe there is something dangerous, understand? Obviously, this is a pedestrian crossing where overtaking is not allowed, you understand? So the answer is vero. So to those people who get it wrong, remember you are owing me. So la striscia bianca continua di mezzo in figura sulla strada a doppio senso può trovarsi in vicinanza degli attraversamenti pedonali. The answer is vero. So this is where we are going to leave it for today. I don't know if you are having any question in our commune. Is there you can't cross over. In our commune is there you can't cross over. Okay, Bo. Okay, that is it. Thank you. Thank you. We don't have any questions, so that you can't overtake. Okay, very simple, very simple. Okay, so we don't have any questions. Thanks so much. Okay, thank you too. So I want to say a big thank you to every one of you, because don't forget, without your presence, I wouldn't have been here. So I appreciate your time. Thank you. See you some other time. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.